Hi everybody, my 8 o'clock dogs are here. I have this little Maltese mix and this Poodle-Bichon mix. And for the sake of time, we're going to focus on this little girl right here. They are both roommates, and this one here is getting a longer haircut. Her name is Molly, and I'm starting her grooming with shampoo. Gonna lather her up real good and get her face and her head nice and clean. A lot of these long-haired dogs get eye boogers, so I'm going to use this comb right here just to loosen them up while she's in the tub, so I can come along later and just shave out the corners of her eyes. Everybody gets conditioner also, so they're nice and soft. Some dogs are itchy after their haircut, so I'm always hoping the conditioner helps with that. I'm going to blow dry her for a few minutes while she's in the tub, and yes, I'm using a storage bucket with holes drilled in it for drainage, so I don't have to bend over into the tub all day. Okay, after doing that for a few minutes, I'm going to give her a break, clean up my mess, and finish drying her on the grooming table. Y'all, look at all of this hair. If you're a groomer, you know. If you're not a groomer, you may not realize, but that's a lot of hair. My basset hounds are visiting while we groom dogs today. They're almost 2 years old, so they're pretty well behaved at this point, but when they were puppies, they were wild. As you can see, I'm finishing up blow drying her. And then I'm going to attempt to use a number 3 blade, which will leave her hair a little bit less than an inch left. And she's got mats everywhere. You can really see when I'm blow drying her. She's got mats on her ankles, and she has little mats all over her hip. And the reason why I'm pointing this out is because when dogs have mats in their hair, you cannot leave their hair long, and this dog's owner always wants the hair long. So, needless to say, this dog took a long time, probably twice as long as it should have. Just because the length of the hair, and she had tiny little mats everywhere. So I'm going to shave out the pads of her feet, because Bichons and Poodles grow hair everywhere. They grow hair between their toes, long hair I should say, in the pads of their feet, inside their ears, their private areas, under the arms, everywhere. As you can see, it was quite a challenge to get this blade through the hair on her neck. I had to find a really good spot, open it up, and try to kind of dig through the hair to get it going. She had mats under her arms, so I just completely shaved out her underarms, which you probably aren't going to be able to notice. But I did splice the mats on her back ankles to try to get the blade through easier, and it worked. Here's one very important grooming tip. Keep underneath the tail shaved out with the tin blade, because it can get very messy back here where they goes to the bathroom. And guess what? Imagine that. Her tail's all matted. I was going to try to brush it out, but that didn't happen. So it's just easier to take it short. I tried to use thinning shears on it to thin it out, but it was too far gone. So luckily I didn't have to completely shave it. I took it down to about maybe 1.5 inches left. But look, this is what the hair looks like after you come around and cut out all the mats. It kind of looks like Swiss cheese. And the underarms were totally matted. I shaved those out. I mean, honestly though, she actually turned out looking really good. Now here's one foot nice and trimmed up compared to the hairy foot. And this face, we're going to tackle this in just a few minutes. You can see where I shaved out all the hair under her arms here. She's getting her nails trimmed while she's here today. As you can see, she is very good for this. She's good for everything. If you enjoy watching dog grooming videos, consider subscribing to the channel, giving this video a thumbs up, and leaving a comment. Before even attempting to trim her face and head, I have to completely brush out her beard, her ears, and her head and face. My favorite tool, I think, are these curved scissors. These things are great. When I learned how to groom dogs, I never used curved scissors. And I made the heads round with straight scissors. And now that I have these, there's a huge difference in how good it turns out. If you've never had a dog like this, a long-haired dog like this, these dogs, like I was saying before, they grow hair everywhere, and this hair in the corners of their eyes actually grows straight up into their eyes. So you got to keep this hair cut away or they won't be able to see, and they also can get eye infections too. And the hair gets matted because their eyes run, because they're irritated from the hair, and then they end up with like scabs or mats in the corners of their eyes. Y'all, I really love this dog's face and its hair, and he's so cute. But you know what? I would never do this cut on my dog, ever, ever, ever. It takes too long, and it just, if you have a long-haired dog, you know everything sticks to this hair. Like, you know, they put their face in their food and their water. Their ears, well, if the ears are longer, they drip in the water. Like outside in the snow, like right now there's snow everywhere. It's just a mess. They get snowballs clumped up under their arms, and it's too much hair. When I had long-haired dogs, I had Shih Tzus, I had a Cocker mix, I had a Maltese mix, Poodles. I kept them all short. Maybe in the winter I would leave them a little longer, but I'd still shave their legs so they stayed clean. Sorry, I am not into all this hair. I can't do it. No matter how cute it is. And look, she is adorable. Look at this. I made this bandana just for her. It has pom-poms and a little glitter star, and she still has her tail left a little bit. How cute is this dog? So cute.